everyone, thanks so much for joining me. In this video we're going to cover an exercise that's great to integrate strength in the lower region of the abdominals. The key to ab exercises is to be really deliberate, really slow, really precise, which is very difficult. It's much easier to rely on momentum, okay? But I'd rather you do fewer repetitions of something and make them, whatever repetitions, whatever number you do, okay, extremely effective, okay? So in this one, I'm gonna be laying on the bench with my arms overhead, lifting the lower half of my body and then slowly descending, okay? And it's the slower you can lift the legs and the seat, low back, the slower that you can descend, the more effective this is, not just for the lower abs, but for the sides, for the back, for everywhere in the body. So we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna do this on a bench. You do not have to do this on a bench. I think that you don't have to have your hands on something, you know, you can have your arms down by your sides for this. I just think this gives you some leverage. It's okay, even if you decide it's called cheating or something, it still is going to be effective if you're cluing in to the awareness in the lower half of the body. So hopefully what I'm saying will make sense in a second. So I'm going to start out here with my hands, okay, holding onto the bench, and I want my arm bones in the shoulder joints, okay, and lengthen the spine. So this kind of position where we are going to take, you know, the lower half of the body up could so easily become a neck tensor. So I don't want that. So I rather support things and minimize tension in the neck. Okay, so most of the time, you know, we're in neutral. In this particular position, we're definitely not going to be in neutral. We're going to be tucking here, tucking yet lifting the heart. Okay, so I wouldn't want it to become this. Okay, I really want length in my spine. Okay, even out. So for most of my students, what I tell them is initially, okay, so you inhale, and then on your exhale, I just want them to get their legs and butt up, and sometimes I help. So I get them to get it up. It may not be this high, no worries. And then I go, okay, inhale again, exhale, and slow motion. So the arms are absolutely assisting, okay, but the slower you go, you are not going to be able to help but connect it to the abs, to the sides. Okay, so now I'm going to show it slow motion up, slow motion down. The other thing is if someone gets good at this, you know, they get really adept at the exercise, then I challenge them to not take their legs this way, but to take them more up, okay, and descend with them up. And then when they get good at that, then we start going into a twist. Twisting up, twisting down, twisting up, twisting down. It's just connecting. You know, everything is working, but this is definitely a move that requires awareness and connection to the middle section of the abs and down. Okay, connecting to the pelvic floor, base of glutes. So I want all kinds of length. I think it's easier to lift up on an exhale. So I'm going to inhale here. Exhale, taking the legs up. Basically almost the entire body. But I want to make sure I'm not collapsing at the chest. Keep lengthening. And then slowly, okay, like incrementally with such control and precision. Okay, coming down, and I really feel, okay, the middle, the low, the sides, everything. And then release. So if you do one of those effectively, and then build, and then do two, and then do three, but most importantly, staying connected to that awareness, that control, that precision, you will build strength, okay? And for many people, but especially women, as we get older, this part of us, the belly button down, we can just feel disconnected from, especially if you've had children, okay? So this really helps. It's not impossible. It takes time. It takes patience, okay? So you need to be really kind. Maybe you're gonna lift like this much, okay? And then control, and it'll go like, you know, you'll lower without any control, but then over time, I promise you, it gets better and better, but you have to be patient, okay, and compassionate, all right, to the process, because it takes time. It does. For most of us, it takes, can I say it again? It takes time. But then one day, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, that wasn't as hard. That wasn't that hard. And then you get to move on and on. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful, that you have a great day. Namaste.